Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Slide to Bandit Thieves Let's Play. In the last episode, we took down TJX6, aka Gus Fring, aka Dimitri, and now we're on to episode 2, a Sorry Eye Encounter. Let's get into it.
Another clockwork part had surfaced in India, so the boys and I loaded up the van and zeroed in on our next target, a mysterious spice lord known as Rajan. A self-made man who grew up poor on the streets of Calcutta, he started his life of crime selling illegal spices in the black market, eventually growing his small outfit to a sizable operation and earning himself a seat in the prestigious Claw Gang. He's since crowned himself Lord of the Hills, and while he goes to great lengths to convince others of his royalty, it's mostly to convince himself. True to form, he's holding a lavish ball in his newly purchased ancestral palace. The reason? To show off his latest acquisition, the clockwork wings, the symbol of my enemy. If you saw the wings silhouetted against the night sky, it was already too late for you, especially if your name was Cooper. Rajan believes displaying the wings will bring him prestige, and maybe they will, but they're also bringing me.
If Dimitri is TJX6, then this nigga Rajan is fucking, what's his name? Lalo. For sure, 100%. I don't care what Bentley is saying. But, get out of here. What? I don't know what that snake was trying to get into. But those are new enemy types added with this episode. They don't really do anything. It's just a jump scare. That's really about it. It's just a jump scare. And for the first time, it can get you. It could catch you off guard, but they're not intimidating. At least those ones aren't. But there more of those enemy types will come later in the game that will actually do some damage to you. But that's not until later on. But I'm going to get this treasure back to the safe house because it's the only one I memorized by heart. And then I forgot how many collectibles I got. But before that, let me buy all these power-ups. And that's all the money I have. Holy shit, I did not. My math was not mathing for that. But now I got 2 of the clues. I'm going to, again, you know, I said all that I said earlier, like a couple minutes ago about those snakes, just for that snake to do that to me. So you know what, maybe those snakes are intimidating. Maybe I was wrong. That's why I get for talking shit. But I'm going to collect these clues, and I'm gonna see y'all when they're all collected. And this is the last clue. That took me way longer than it needed to. I think it's because of how dark this level is. I don't know if it'll show how dark it is while I'm editing it, but it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. But with this level, the enemies have new items you can steal. Like, oh my god! How? Like pens. And then while I was collecting the clues, I got a gold medallion. Or gold medal, not medallion, just medal. But something I want to show off, and I think I can show it off right now. Okay, maybe I can't. There we go. Yeah, you can hit them 2 times without getting hit. You just have to hit them at the right timing. But you can't get 2 hit-offs, which I didn't know until I saw one speedrun. I forget who was speedrunning. I wish I could give bro the credit, but yeah, I just wanted to show that off real quick before heading to the mission.
Above the ballroom without being detected. The only problem is there's no way to climb up to that balcony door.
Not a problem. There seem to be plenty of branches for me to walk on. I'll figure it out.
Telling a person like Sly that has ancestors of thieves and a lineage of people that can climb one of the most meticulous things is kind of crazy. Just had to point that out. There it is. I don't know where I was trying to go.
Easy does it, Sly. Just don't go out on
I was
that
about to fail this
balcony,
mission.
and you should remain undetected. Looks
That's a
like
nice
the
picture.
wings have been welded onto that statue. They look heavy. Getting the wings out of here will be a real challenge. An electronic witch. That could be useful.
See, and this is where those intros that Dimitri, Sly, Mary, and Bentley had could have came through for Rajan right now. And then, right?
Maybe you should get some shots of the guests.
Boom, they guess. We're about to see all these people in the future, by the way. Just gonna spoil that.
Arpeggio specializes in exotic technology.
But yeah, they guessed. Everyone that we're about to see, we're about to come across these people.
Jean Bisson, a member of the Claw Gang and Canadian shipping baron. He owns half the trains in Canada.
And where are they suits? This is supposed to be an extravagant ass ball. Where are they suits at? They can just show up in whatever. Like, oh fuck.
That's the Contessa, a high-ranking prison warden for Interpol. She must be working undercover to expose Rajan's spice ring.
I'm trying not to talk through this because I want y'all to hear it, but
Carmelita's here too. She must be undercover with the Contessa to help bust Rajan.
another great opportunity for an intro for Carmelita, but you know, no one cares about her, right? I love her dress though. I'm just waiting for Nita to come out. Wherever she's at. No one cares about that guard.
Leela, another officer undercover. Watch yourself, Sly. This party is crawling with cops. That's all the photos I need. Bring them back to the safe house and we'll start building a game plan.
Stealing the clockwork wings in the middle of a crowded ballroom is going to take some serious misdirection. And the squad of undercover cops only makes things more complicated. Although, we might be able to use them to our advantage. But no matter what we do in the ballroom, sooner or later we'll need to deal with Rajan's security chopper. Murray can take it out with some of the local armaments, but he won't be able to get inside the palace until Sly lowers the drawbridge for him.
Now I could just have like actual comprehension issues, but what is Rajan's front to buy a palace like this? Like, he's been selling his spice for a minute now, since he was like a teenager, right? What front did he put up to build a palace like this in an area like this? We're in India, by the way. What do you do? What do you do? Get that snake out of here. You're not gonna get your... Every time I talk shit about the snake, I take damage. So I'm just gonna stop talking about those snakes. And I gotta see... Is it just this mission? Oh, it is. We're gonna do both of them, of course, but I'm wondering which one I should do first. I think I'm gonna lower the bridge because it'll be a lot easier, more missions will open up. But yeah, what front did Rajan put up? He's just the leader of a spice ring. They just move spice. But obviously he can't put that there You know, like that can't be his actual occupation that he tells people. So what does he do? Besides have lavish ass balls.
What?
Pause, 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 pause.
Sly, Murray and I can't get inside the palace unless you lower the drawbridge.
I'd love to, pal, but the winch is all locked down. You know where I can find the keys?
Key guards have recently taken up positions around the palace. Sneak in, pick all of their pockets, and bring the keys back to the lockdown winch.
Nah. My bad, Joe. I'm just trying to figure out which one I should do first. Because it makes sense to go to the one all the way in the back over there, but there's a bird right in front of me, so I'm gonna just take care of him. But how did he even get over there? I know they spawned him just for this mission, but still, how? Bro, it's not a Cooper. You feel me? That's cool though, because he's about to die in a second. And now I'm gonna head to the one all the way over there. But I love this map. I love the purples and the blues and the oranges that this map has. It's a nice looking map. Like, this map is really nice to look at. From any angle, like, if you look at like a Sly Cooper wiki page or whatever, and you try to look for like the bottle locations or whatever, and I just, yeah. What was I thinking? Anyways, like I was saying before, I just completely zoned out in my own thoughts. If you go to like a Sly 2 wiki page and you look up bottle locations, and it shows a bird's eye view of this map, it's nice to look at, genuinely, from all angles. It's one of my favorite maps, and like story-wise, it's good. Like, I just like this, but I can't even get into it. I'm gonna get into it when that time comes. I was about to spoil it for like the 2% of people that haven't played this game, but oh wait, I can take damage. What am I doing? I'm gonna just wait for bro. Don't know how you didn't see me, but it's whatever. Oh, where's your key order? I was gonna say, man, I just came all the way over here for nothing. Anyways, I need that key off you, buddy. Get laid off your shift. You tired anyways. I was looking in the worst way, but I'm gonna just take it out, quote unquote, silently. But yeah, I always come back to this this level just to run around. Like, that's how much I like this level. But it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite, like #1 favorite, but it is like top 3 for sure. Definitely over Dimitri's area. Oh no! How are you even gonna get over here, buddy? How are you gonna get over here, buddy?
You can use noise to lure this guard from his post.
Look at him.
Try ringing that gong.
There's no way. There's no way. Get off me, please. Yeah, you didn't see anything, buddy. You didn't see anything, buddy. You just get that key. Now I'm gonna do. Oh, yeah. You're gonna get done the worst way. Yeah, you're gonna get done the worst way. Get out of my sight now. But what they wanted you to do was ring that loud ass noise, and he was gonna run over here. Then yeah. I mean, I hit that 2 other times. And let me just get these coins, and I think there it is. How are these guards getting over there? Again, they're not a Cooper. There's no way. It's physically impossible for them. But where do I go over there? And then I'm probably making this way harder on myself by going this long ass way, but it'll work out. Boom. Even though there were stairs right there, I just gave myself attention for no reason. But you gotta die. Where did he even come from? You died with your buddy. If I can get this off me, thank you. And then we just... And this is the last one.
Good job, Sly. Now take those stolen keys back to the padlock witch to lower the drawbridge.
And with this drawbridge being down, more missions will open up. But I'm just going to stick to the slide missions for this episode. I almost forgot where the drawbridge thing was at.
Thanks, Sly. Now Murray and I can access the palace grounds.
Yeah, I think the best way they handle power-ups is in between episodes. I'm just gonna get as many coins as I can get, and then in the start of every new area, like how I did, I'm gonna just buy them and then go about it. I didn't even show off what's it called, the combat dodge, one of the most useless abilities in this game. But you just. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? So I can do all this, and thankfully it takes no things or no ability power, or whatever it's called. But it doesn't do anything to the flashlight guards, because the flashlight guards, once you're in there, and I'm dead. Wow. But once you're in their flashlight, it doesn't matter. They auto lock to you. I don't know why they do that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I know it makes sense why it auto locks, I guess, at least for the first time. But like, what's the point of having something like the combat dodge if it just negates it by the auto lock on? Kind of just stupid. A big waste of time. But it's a nice ability to have when you're not fighting flashlight guards.
Hello, I'm here for the dance.
Huh? Sorry, sir, but we have a dress code. You got a tuxedo?
No.
Sorry, pal. No tux, no entry.
Sorry, Sly. Somehow I totally overlooked the need for formal wear. That guy's not going to let you in without a tuxedo.
Don't beat yourself up, Bentley. At a party this ritzy, there has to be a spare penguin suit around here somewhere.
Try the guest house. Someone may have overpacked.
How does someone like Bentley forget? Sometimes I think Bentley's a fraud, but other times I really appreciate Bentley for his brains. But how does someone like Bentley forget a suit in an area like this? It just doesn't make any sense. But we're about to enter one of my favorite areas. Like my favorite. I think this is like my actual favorite area in the area. I love this little hotel. It's all one area. Like it's all one little thing, no load scenes or anything like that. Besides getting into it, of course.
Okay, Bentley. I'm in position inside the guest house. Have any intel for me?
Well, I recommend searching all the rooms. It's statistically probable that each should hold at least one portion of a tuxedo.
What do I look for inside the rooms?
This isn't an exact science. Ransack the place until you find part of a tuxedo.
Any plan which involves ransacking is okay with me.
But like, there's no load scenes while you're in here. It's all one thing.
This is Lord Rajan. The party here is in full swing and all visitors are now in the ballroom. Now, this ball may be on the open. Not all of the guests are. So be on careful lookout for prowlers. I don't want any bad press from this event.
Don't give a fuck about what Rajan's talking about. I'm just gonna be honest. He's just as much of a fraud as Dimitri, if you really look into it. But I'm gonna get in that another time. This suit that I'm about to put on though is one of the most sauciest suits that this game has to offer, or just clothes that the series has to offer, if I'm being honest. But I think that's all for here. I'm not really worried about coins with how much I've gotten over just getting clues and pickpocketing a few dudes. But I can get out of here and go to a different hotel room after killing bro, because this other bro wanted to kill me while I'm trying to show off the ability. You don't have anything, so you're just useless. I'm gonna get out of here though and get to the next room, which should be which should be right here. But all these rooms are about the same besides the room we were just in, because I forget whose room that is. I don't know if that's yeah, no, I forget whose room that is. They just ransacked the place. Like, you didn't have to tell me twice. Come on. Get these useless ass niggas out my sight. I genuinely forget. He can't fit, thankfully, but if I had to deal with that flashlight guard and those other guards, I would be kind of sick. But I'm out of here. I'm not. I gotta go out the door. Okay. I want to go out the back door. They just said, fuck it. Get all these niggas out my sight now, though. Alright, we're back outside. We just need 3 more pieces. I think. Yup. You know what? This game just gave me a sign to not attack, bro. It went in his horn, literally.
You might need to use your stealth attack in here. Remember, the triangle button knocks guys up into the air, and the square button brings them down hard.
I thought it was in there, it's not in there. There's a specific location for all the pieces of this suit, and I always forget it. It could be over here. No, I was wrong. Is it here? No? I don't know where it would be. It's because I already... No. Yeah, don't know where... I don't know who bro was trying to hit. It's not me, though. No way I was already in here, right? Or did I just not smash the place enough? That was just a waste of time. No way, right? Oh. I was about to say, I'm like, there's no way. Anyways, we're out of here, though. And now the rest should be on the whole other side of this. Yeah, they're all on the whole other side. I want to say this big room, this room that we was first in, is Rajan's room, but I could be wrong. I'm just gonna... Yes. Okay. I didn't think I would let you grab it. Alright. Oh, I thought I could... Oh, fuck. I was trying to knockout dive him, but I ended up doing every other ability but the knockout dive. That was a complete guess. But we only have one more to do. All of these niggas can get the fuck out. Look at this. Knockout dive. You ain't nothing. Genuinely. Let me get to this last room. Or maybe this room's Rajan's room. No, it's not. I think that big ass room that we was in was Rajan's room. When we got the first thing. And that's that.
That's it. Now got a complete tuxedo, the doorman will let you into the ballroom.
No, I'm gonna. I was gonna break everything so I can get some more coins, but I'm at a good amount of coins. I'm really not worried, and I'm still in the very beginning of the level, so I'm really not worried on my coins. I'm at 700, and we started this episode at 74, so yeah, no, I'm not worried at all. But what we got to do? We can dominate the dance floor, or we can battle the chopper. I think we're gonna do all that in the next episode. Yeah. In the next episode, we're gonna take down this helicopter and bust a move. I'll see y'all then.